guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Alicia, if this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Okay, so this is a video. It's a little different than my normal videos that you see here on YouTube, but I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you guys are engaged in it, and if so, it'll just be something that I do probably like once a month. But I most recently hit 100,000 followers on the Instagram. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that are following me over there. But with that does come questions about being in the influencer space. A lot more questions than I had originally been able to field. So it's, how did I become an influencer? What apps did I use? Your filters look great. What are you using? And so I thought that this would just be a good space to have all of those questions answered here. And so as the title of the video states, these are just some of the apps that I am using to continue to boss up my influencer game. It's I'll try to make sure that I list all of them in the description box, but I wanted to give you guys detailed on what I am using, how I'm using them, I think how much they cost, so that if you have questions, you can always save this video and, you know, go back to it lately or go back to it whenever you need it. If this is definitely something that you guys are interested in, like I said before, I'll try to drop an influencer video once a month so you guys can get all of the information, like what influencer campaigns are out there for me to apply to, and just all the things that are around influencing. I think that's it. Yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so just so I won't like veer, I have created myself a little template. I have a tendency to like overly talk, so I kind of want to get them like straight to the point, quick and easy, so you guys can like get all the details. So first things first is the apps that I use to set up my Instagram feed, and maybe even I'll pop a couple of like examples as I'm talking to you guys. So I run my personal Instagram feed. I also run the jewelry account, so Fearless Jewelry, and then I also run our book club account, Once Upon a Wine. So with all of that, I have a lot of pictures that I am juggling, a lot of captions that I am trying to create, and then a lot of hashtags to making sure that I'm using that. I can't do that every single time it's ready to post. So I like to use apps that kind of let you set up your posts, set up your captions, hold the hashtags for you, so that way all you have to do when it's ready to post is literally press a button. So the ones that I use Planoly for my personal one, and I like that one because it gives more like insights into the engagement, all that kind of stuff. So it's easier for me to take some of that stuff and put it into like an email if I'm trying to like pitch to a brand or justify my rate. So Planoly is definitely one that I use for my personal LivinFearless. And then the other one that I use for the jewelry account and the book club account is Preview, and the reason why is just simply because it's convenient. Neither one of those are free if you are trying to use more than one. So Planoly is not free if you're trying to access all of the features, which is what I need to access. And then Preview, the first account is free. Let me rephrase that. The first account is free. However, because I have two accounts on there, the book club and the jewelry account, I do have to pay. And FYI, is with any app, it's cheaper if you just pay in a yearly rate than having to pay monthly. So those are two that I use for that. Like I said, Planoly gives you more insight. So if you are really trying to be an influencer, you're trying to see which posts do the better engagement and what this engagement is, for that gives you more insight as to like how well this hashtag did compared to that one. And then Preview, I haven't really delved into it because those are two accounts that I care about the engagement for those, but not really. So it's easier. I can store all my hashtags. So like you can create a block of hashtags and call it a name. So I have a jewelry hashtag. I have, if I'm doing something special for the jewelry account, I have a book club hashtag group. So it's easier for you to like group all of your hashtags. And then if you ever need to like update them or anything like that, it's also available for you to do in the app as well. I also like that you can like move pictures around. So if I see that, hey, I kind of don't like what I'm doing here, let me move this or move that. That's a lot easier to do in both of those two apps. I used to use Content Office, and it is the definition of trash. And when I mean that, you can upload it, you can upload the pictures in Content Office and then the caption, but when it gets ready to post to Instagram, at least once a day I was getting a situation This action can't be completed. Please try again later. This action can't be completed. Please try again later. This action can't be completed. Please try again later. And it got on my freaking nerves. And I thought it was because I was doing the free version. No, because I paid for the pro version and the shit was still happening. So if you guys are using Content Office, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I couldn't take anymore. I think I tried that for like 3 months. I was like, I gotta do something else. And so I found Preview. So I've just been using Preview for those accounts. So like I said, Planoly and Preview are definitely two accounts that you want to use to set up your Instagram feed. Okay, so now that we are done, and I'm going to keep referencing down here because I don't want to get off subject, but so now that we've done, we've set up, we've decided that we are going to have either the Planoly or the Preview app that's going to hold our photos. The next question is, hey, what do you use to edit your photos with? I personally use Lightroom. It has been something that I've been introduced to for a couple of years. It took me a while to create the presets that I use. I actually created my own just because I'm too cheap to buy someone else's. Like, looking back at it, I would have bought somebody else's because there were several 3 and 4 a.m. nights going down a YouTube wormhole and Google trying to find what this does in Lightroom, what that does in Lightroom. It's a debacle. So looking back, I would tell my younger influencer self, just buy the damn presets. But I created 5 or 6 that I use all the time that kind of give me like the mauve feel, but still bring in my melanin. But yeah, that's the number one like app that I use to create my presets. I used to use Visco. Some of the filters that, I don't know, Lightroom is just better for me. Visco worked well when I was first starting out, but now that I'm kind of like want to elevate my pictures up just a little bit, I definitely use Lightroom a little bit better. If you want to be smart and you don't really feel like hassling with presets, there are 2 people that I follow that may create amazing presets. I will put their Instagram handles up here because I don't really remember like their full Instagram names and I don't want to get it like messed up, but I'll put them up here and that way you can definitely check them out. I love both of them. They're both women of color, and so they do a really, really good job creating presets with our melanin in mind. But yeah, Lightroom has just always been and has been just superior to me. I know some people use Adobe Pro. I'm not that advanced yet. No, Lightroom is my wheelhouse. So that's what I use to create my preset. Okay, so while we're on the subject of photo presets, there is an app that I use called Retouch, and I like to use Retouch to get rid of stuff or people. So if there is something that we took a picture of, or if there's like a piece of trash that my husband didn't notice until I'm editing a photo, I'm like, oh my God, that can't be there. Or if I'm taking a picture in like on the back of this like lovely white wall, but then in the middle of the wall, there's like a company sign. I don't need that company sign in my photo. So that's what I use to get rid of stuff. Or if there's somebody in my photo that I need you out of. Now, it can be a little tricky getting rid of like a lot of people because what it does is it just mirrors like the background of like what's beside it. But I've had success getting like 1 or 2 people out. If it's more than that, then I normally have to go over to Adobe Pro. And so I try to avoid that because like I said, I am not a fan of Adobe Pro. I haven't really gotten there yet. It's really complicated for me to use. So I try to only take a picture around a crowd that I know I can like easily manipulate and remove out. But Retouch is definitely one of those to like pick up or like remove like the nitpicky things in the back of your photo to kind of like have the focus on you and not on a big ass law firm sign in the back of your photo. So that's what I use Retouch for. So as far as Instagram stories, I get asked all the time, your Instagram stories look so chic, especially when I'm like on vacationing and I have like these fancy ass Instagram stories. I actually use a couple of different Instagram stories. So I use Unfold. Unfold has been like my main one. I think I use that one probably like 70% of the time. If there's an Instagram story out, it's done through Unfold. And I really like to use that one because you can create folders. So especially if I'm working with a campaign and there's like several throughout the, if I'm working at the same time, I can create a folder that says Mary Kay or Kiehl's or Nordstrom and house all of the stories in there for that collaboration. And so it's easier for me to keep track. It's easier for me to know which is which and what is what, and to create different things. So that's why I personally use Unfold. Canva has one called Canva IG Stories. I've most recently got into that one and I like it. They have kind of some of the same things as Unfold does. And I think most of the stories that I am going to mention, they kind of did piggyback off of Unfold, because Unfold was one of the main people that had an app just strictly for like elevating your Instagram stories. But there are some things about the Canva IG Stories, and then as well as Mojo, Mojo, that I like as well. But most of the time, if I'm making something in like Canva Stories or Mojo, I'll make it, download it, and then put it in Unfold. Especially if it's for like a collaboration, I can't have time for that story to get lost in my thousands of pictures that are on the phone. So I will create it in one of those two places, download it, and then upload it to Unfold. And it just helps me keep like a track of what I'm doing in my collaboration. It's just easier. Like even when I'm doing like a vacation, like I'll show you the template. It'll have like Tulum day 1, and then it has like all of the stories from, you know, day 1 we were in Tulum. It's easier and it's more organized for the OCD in me. I'm very thankful for Unfold. So that's where I use like the majority of my IG stories. All right, so we've gone content planning, filters, retouch, Instagram stories. The last one that I did is to like what I use to edit my IGTV and my Reels. I don't edit nor do I record in Instagram story for like my Reels. Of course, you know, IGTV, you just record on your phone and you just record it vertical instead of horizontal. But to edit them, I like to use Intouch. It's easier for me to use, especially for like the Instagram Reels. It's more user friendly for me. I like it. I'm able to like slow videos down, speed them up, add effects, add transitions, add music, all those things. So all of my IGTV and then all of my Reels that you see on my Instagram are edited through Inshot. It's become a fan favorite for most people that like to edit outside of Instagram and then just upload it. So guys, like I said, I think that was it. Really fast, really quick, really simple. Just wanted to give you guys all of the apps that I am using kind of to elevate and continue to elevate my Instagram game. Like I said, if this is something that you guys want to see, I definitely have more topics like how to make sure that you are separating your like personal money from your business money, how to apply for campaigns, all the good things. So if this is definitely something that you want to see, please, please, please make sure that you are engaged. Comment, because I mean, it doesn't really do me any good if you guys don't really like this kind of content. Maybe that lets me know that I need to find a different medium for it, IGTV or the blog, so you guys can make sure that you're getting the information in a way that is beneficial for you. So if you have made it this far in the video and you have not subscribed, please do so. I would definitely appreciate it. Don't forget to check out all my other videos, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful and a blessed day, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye.